Nobody wants to see me inside my office taking a picture after lunch break. Nobody.
That's not true. Everybody wants to see you all the time because you're beautiful. I'm
So
so nice to you.
That's because the camera's on. Let's talk about your dad.
No! Is that what we're talking about?
No, that's not what we're talking about. Welcome back to She Show Videos.
Hi, guys.
I'm your host, Britany Washington,
Don't
and
do
I have
this
our
again.
lovely guest, Elizabeth Taylor, here.
I'm literally
And
half of our show.
Lovely is the stretch of the imagination. She's decent at best. It won't be great, but it will be decent.
Make sure you're subscribed.
Pump that song.
Twice in a row, I took your line. Make sure you're subscribed, okay?
Don't point so briskly like that.
I swear to God.
What? Remember a second ago when you said you looked like
Some
John?
shit.
No, you sounded like you had a thick tongue.
So I sounded like Hannah.
No, like your tongue felt heavy when you said that. Remember a
Knees
sec-
weak, arms are heavy. Vomit on my sweater already. Mom's spaghetti. Sit down. We are filming.
I'm sorry.
I don't even know what we're talking about. You can't leave. I can't. Show you gonna call me Atlas? I'm supposed to hold this whole thing up?
I really have to find a better co-host, okay? Because
Good luck. Good luck.
remember a second ago when you said you look like Beyonce?
Yes.
Okay. So today we're actually talking about something a little more serious, okay?
Okay.
All right.
I'm
So
ready.
get your thinking cap on.
Okay.
Okay.
Don't leave the house without it.
Why are you lying?
What are we talking about?
We just start lying to people now? So today we're talking about 2022. Some goals, some aspirations, some things that
Okay.
we set out to start. We're just kind of doing a check-in, a quarterly check-in.
Okay.
So let's talk about how 2022 is going.
How it's going so far?
Thus far,
Okay.
as the release of this video is upon us,
Mm-hmm.
you know, let's talk about what we set out to accomplish this year.
Okay.
Mine, I just set out to be a better me all around.
Okay.
I know it sounds vague in general, but at the time of the end of 2021, I reflected on the year and I was like,
Wasn't a great one.
no, but it wasn't the worst.
Nope.
It just wasn't great. So I was like, you know what? I think I put myself in the victim's shoes a lot in 2021 and I didn't stand up for myself and hold myself accountable. So 2022, I would just like to be the best version of myself all around. No more excuses, no being lazy.
You look so hot right now when you talk like this. I just want to let you know.
I'm already trying to bone your dad. I don't have time for anyone
Stop
else,
that.
okay?
You took that picture with my dad today. I almost threw up. I do feel like though it's very, I mean, sexy is not really the word, but it's just powerful to like sit down and like take accountability and say like, I could have done better. I will do better.
Yeah.
Here, and no matter who it is or what it is, like that's a powerful statement.
Yeah.
So
So
you look real good
I mean,
right now.
I always look
Like
good.
you just leveled up.
I always look sexy, okay?
So if you want to bone,
Get in my DMs, okay? Don't actually get in my DMs because I don't like social media. don't get it. That was
did you just say you don't like social media? You are. I can't.
It's because I'm on social media all the time. When people message my personal accounts, I just don't
She
respond.
doesn't even read them.
No.
Just so you guys
Because
know.
I'm on She Show social
I
media
just
all
asked
the
her
time.
today if she read a message I sent her, and she said, I don't check my personal messages.
No, because they don't keep track of our personal ones. They only keep track
You're right.
of social. So I got to be on
We're
She
going
Show
to
stuff.
the left. I'm sorry.
Yeah, thank you. So 2022, I said I'm going to start it off on the right foot. I'm going to end it on the right foot. I'm taking care of myself. You know, as you get these realizations or things start happening, you think to yourself like, I was kind of lazy, but I was in a bad headspace. So I was like, I'm not exercising every day because I have to be a mom full time now. Like I made excuses for myself. And I said like, I'm a victim. I shouldn't have to do this, or I shouldn't have to get this, or I shouldn't have to do that. And I just kind of let things like slide because I wasn't proactive. I let things happen and I reacted after they happened instead of being proactive. So this year I set a very vague, I would say, not like health, not like mental wellness. I said the whole gambit. I'm going to turn myself, rewind time before I became a mom and a wife and everything else, and I'm going to be that person that I was, go getter, wake up early, go to bed late if I have to. This is who I am.
I do like that. I'd like to just let you know that you are still the person you always have been. There are just other things that you have to peel away from the top, right? So you didn't ever lose that. And you still harnessed it in some aspects, but I'm happy that it's now going to take front and center.
You should see my closet. The other day I was like, man, I look like somebody's mom in my closet. That's why I had to get a new bathing suit.
Just talk about that.
And I was like, man,
I could use a little spark of that hoe phase back in you, okay? I feel like it kicks you up a notch.
Thank you. Like I needed a little something because I'm taking tally of the things I have and I'm like, God, whose mom wears this stuff?
Brooklyn's.
I know.
Brooklyn's mom.
I gotta throw some of this out because if I'm trying to get hoe phase back, whew, nobody, I can't be
so
a hoe
better you.
in a turtleneck.
All around. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You know, so I told you I'm on my second book of the year. First of all, that if anybody who is literally when I snapped a picture of me reading, my sister-in-law Emily messaged me and said, "Who are you?
You don't read.
What are you doing?" I do not read. I am not a reader. Never been my thing.
Magazine articles, sure.
Yeah, Daily Mail.
Absolutely.
Okay, I'm on that. I got Us Weekly for like 10 years, and I read those things front to back. But a book, meh. I'm on my second book, okay? I am just trying to keep an open mind, okay? In general, I think I agree that everyone can always be a better version of themselves. Yeah. I really haven't put forth a lot of thought, like, to a word of the year. Like, I have a girlfriend who is really big on a word of the year, right? I do really want to put a lot of focus on our channel.
Okay.
Because it just makes me happy. I feel like a lot of it comes naturally and there's a lot of hard work, but I know that I could be doing more. Like I could be watching videos on how to edit better. I could be looking for what's a better editing software, right? I could be doing more, and I think I need to do that because I feel good in my career. I feel good. I don't want a career, to be honest, but I do feel very like I'm very blessed. I make good money. I work with good people. Like I feel good in that in that regard. Like it's comfortable.
Yeah.
I'm fine. I give 100%. Like I'm good there. My kids, like sports and stuff, last year gave me a lot of perspective with having the little boys here. So I feel like really good about that too. Like I can pretty well manage that. But I want to give more to our channel because I want 1,000 watch hours. I want to have 1,000 subscribers. Like we need 4,000 watch hours, right? Mm-hmm. We're not even close to that. No. So I want to start knocking off those things. Okay. And I think if I give more, like maybe we can do it. Well, I need all you guys to give more too. I'm going to be real honest. But
I need you guys to hit that subscribe more.
Because I don't want to work for the rest of my life.
Me either.
And I'm putting my eggs in this basket.
Well, that's a smart basket. Any basket with me involved, okay? Well, I mean, I support that. I do not want to work a 9 to 5 until I retire. Neither. Can you imagine? No. This book I'm reading right now talks about like where will you be in 10 years, and when I think about still working in corporate America in 10 years, my soul actually crumbles a little bit inside of me. Yeah, like a piece breaks off, like when you burn the edge of a piece of paper and it just crumbles off. Yeah, that's how I feel.
Remember when you used to dip those paper in like tea? Remember in the tea bag, and then you light it and make like a a map? Yeah, that's what it feels like, but not nearly as cool.
I agree. I feel like I think the same thing. I have, I deep dive. And every time I deep dive.
Deep dive? Thick dive.
No, deep dive.
Deep dive.
Every time I deep dive, I think I find something that's better for us or ways to I educate myself all the time on social media. And I think that's one why I don't check my own social media because It's not tracked. They don't care about personal.
Right. No.
They care about us as a business.
Mm-hmm.
And I care about us as a business because I want people to send us free stuff.
And you want to spend a lot of time with me all the time until the end of time.
Oh my gosh.
It seems like it was wrapped up in there. Like, you didn't say those words, but I felt what you were getting at there. Samesies.
I need to paint my nails.
Samesies.
But yeah, I completely understand what you're saying, because if I think about, I've been reading the self-help books. I started off with a little one that was more religion, and then I went to How to Wake Up Happy Every Day by, my boo thing, Michael Strahan. Hey, baby.
If he comments on this video, I'm dead.
First of all, I'm going to tag Michael Strahan.
Hi, Michael Strahan.
And if you comment on this video, Michael, you can DM me on any...
Britany only watched Magic Mike XXL for you. Okay. A little bit of Channing, but mostly you.
I slid out of my chair a couple times because I watched it a couple times.
She did. Whew. That's accurate. So,
okay,
anyhow.
Yeah, we're neither here or there.
Religion, waking up happy.
Now I'm going to nutrition because I want to cover the whole gambit. I want to be a better person throughout.
A whole person.
Because I feel like even when I wake up and I exercise in the morning, that sets the tone for the day. Like, I've started off with me time. Sometimes Brooklyn doesn't allow me to have a full exercise, but I start off with me time. Usually I listen to Father Mike's, the podcast, the 360 Bible and 365 while I'm getting my cardio in. Mm-hmm. And then when I wake up...
Me too. That's what I do. When I'm getting my cardio in, I listen to the Bible.
Then when I wake up, Brooklyn, as cranky as she may be, I feel better about who I am. I feel like I've had time to decompress. I've had time to get ready. Mm-hmm. I've had time to get her things ready for school. So when she's cranky and she's like, I want a couple more minutes to snuggle, and I'm like, we have a couple more minutes because I set everything up for success today. I woke up early and I made sure that your outfit was picked out, your juice is ready, your nap mat is on the table. And I feel like it makes me a better person. Like, people are asking me all the time, how do you wake up at 4:40? But if you wake up early and you start your day off right, I think it just leads to a better day. So I go to bed at 8:30. 9 o'clock.
I do not wake up at 4:50, but I do like to have a few minutes to myself in the morning, so I don't, shockingly enough, work out first thing in the morning. I've been fitting in yoga nearly every single day in 2022, and again, similar to my reading, unheard of.
I know, and you went to Zumba today.
I know, so, but I like to get up, I have a routine, like I want to open all the curtains, open the blinds, everything's quiet, and then I like to get my coffee, drink my coffee before I get the kids up, just to center myself.
There's something to be said by starting your day off, because if you don't wake up and you just wake up with your kids,
and then you
almost feel like you're rushed. You have to go. Mm-hmm. But when you start off quiet and cool and calm, and you think about the things and how your time is going to equal out at the end of the day, I think you're better you set yourself up for success. And though I don't really want to wake up at 4:30 in the morning, it's better for me as an individual to wake up at 4:30 in the morning.
Well, and anybody who talks about habits, because the first book that I read was written by the general, I forget what it's called. It's a really short read, but it's all about habits, making habits. And what it talks about is once something becomes a habit, if you focus on a lot of things at once, it's really hard to have impact. But if you focus on one thing and that becomes a habit, waking up early, then you can focus on the next thing, because now that doesn't need focus. Yeah. Now that's a habit. So now you can put focus on the next thing.
Exactly.
So I like that too. I'm not waking up at 4:40, I'm going to be honest with you. But I'm going to do some things.
I think that's one of the principles of the 75 hard that I'm doing is continue.
I'm not doing that either.
I think we should do an episode on 75 hard, because I think that has...
I have a lot of questions.
That has honestly led to the biggest mental shift in just listening to his podcast, putting what he says into action, and actually doing it. Is just, I can
Is
see...
it about accountability? Is that
It's more about teaching yourself that you can do hard things. You don't
I've
want
done some hard things.
You don't want to. The day it was -7 degrees outside and I had to walk outside before I went to work. I'm I don't want to do it, but I
did it.
I don't want to start over again.
You can do hard things. I don't think you don't give yourself enough credit, I think, that just you personally, you know, I barely know you, but what I can see from the outside is that sometimes you don't give yourself enough credit, and then you're hard on yourself, but then you get kind of stuck in that like hard place, and that's where you're, like when you're talking about like excuses, I feel like that's where that comes in, is like you are harder on yourself than anyone else.
I agree.
But now I like that you're hard on yourself in this like motivation way. Like instead of falling and staying down, it's like falling and then motivating yourself to like hop the fuck back up.
I was going to say, I feel like everybody falls at some point. Life just happens. It doesn't go your way.
And you're never ready
But it's
for it.
all a mind shift. Like you have to say, like, with me that last year, I was like, why did I get divorced? Why is this happening to me? Like, this shouldn't be happening to me. This is not how I expected my life to be. And like I said, I felt like I almost played the victim in some like capacity, because I was like, this shouldn't be happening to me. And since it is, instead of like being proactive and doing all of these things, I just kind of sat in solace, like this shouldn't be happening. So I'm just going to pretend like it's kind of not happening and see what happens.
Shake the dice. Okay, see where it
Don't shake the dice. Don't follow.
lose every time, I'm gonna say.
Don't follow what I've done. Learn from my mistakes and actually be proactive.
Part of it is learning from mistakes. I mean, that is what motivated you to ultimately say, all right, enough is enough, right? I got to make a change.
Exactly.
So, and that's how I feel about you. I feel like you and I are both totally committed to this show, okay? To each other, to this dream that we have, right? And so first it was a dream, then we filmed a video, then we got the equipment, then we started editing, now we're doing research. Like now it's a goal as opposed to a dream.
Yeah.
And so it might not be, like my 2022 goal is not to be able to quit my job. Although that's not an unheard of goal.
I was going to say,
okay, I mean, I'll put it, that will be a,
Could you
it makes me giddy.
Yeah,
Just to think about it.
Like, you know what, I'm not coming.
But I have to actively and proactively work towards that goal.
Exactly.
Because again, just kind of sitting back and like,
Seeing
people
what
aren't
happens.
subscribing, people aren't
Exactly.
doing it, like,
Why
and I'll
not?
guilt you every damn episode. That's not going away. But what can I do to like help here?
Yeah.
And so that's what I really am putting a lot of energy into Shisha.
And I feel like the same thing, like I was just like saying, why aren't people subscribing? Why aren't people subscribing? And I wasn't doing the research and I wasn't doing that. And like people would come across me and I'd be like, well, yeah, have you heard of our show? And they're like, I don't have YouTube. Now I'm like, well then
give me your phone.
Okay.
Yep. You got a Gmail account? Oh,
I know.
you do?
I actually keep a card. I'm like, just scan this QR code right here.
We
It's so
got
much
this.
easier. And now, instead of like thinking like, oh, people don't, like I'm forcing myself on people or something like that. Now I'm just, no. Okay,
Why?
that's you forcing yourself on
I want you to
me.
force yourself
I'm
on
not
me.
into
That
it.
could be a goal. You know, explore your sexuality.
I'm more of like, you should support me. Especially
Yes.
the people that I've supported in the past with your at-home parties. Okay? I've supported a lot of people in the past. I have
you
sold
know who you are.
I have let people put makeup on me. I have sold.
But I feel like I've also been doing lax in that as well. Like last year we did a small business like basket giveaway, which was great, and I tapped into a lot of people who I know that own small businesses. But then did I really follow through all year and like support them? Not as well as I should have. So I'm very sorry, and I take accountability for that.
As do
Now
I.
I'm doing a weekly thing that I should probably do it on Shisha instead of mine own personal, but I tag us, where I highlight like 4 of my friends who we know a lot of entrepreneurs. We know a lot of people who have like a side hustle or even
Absolutely.
something that they're trying to make their main hustle like we do. And so there are some things that we can do.
Yeah, absolutely. We're getting better. Just
We
better
are.
with time.
Well,
I mean,
and prettier. Don't look at me like that, because I'll post an old picture of us and bitch, both of us are prettier.
I mean,
thank God. Are my boobies smaller? Yes.
yes, they are.
I know they are. I said they are.
Yes.
Okay? Am
But-
I a little saggier all around?
Yes.
Yes, that's true as well. But
A little long in the tooth, sure.
What the-
Okay.
I don't know what that means. Guys, pick something to focus on for 2022. It's never too late.
Start
Never.
your journal. Figure out what you want to do, and my suggestion is just start small. I mean, you can pick one thing, or you can just say, I want to be better. I would like to be a better person, and then just make that your goal every morning when you wake up.
Yep.
Just be a better person.
We can do it. And what would make you a better person also is if you would subscribe to our channel. Okay?
Absolutely.
All right, wonderful.
Thank you.
Love you.
Bye, guys.
Bye.